Hi everyone, welcome back to ESL Speaking Corner. I'm ESL teacher Lisa. And in this video, I'm going to teach you 20 useful English phrasal verbs in just 5 minutes. Remember, phrasal verbs are combinations of a verb and a little word, such as up, out, or on. I call them those annoying little words in English. And that little word can totally change the meaning of that verb. And these are super common in daily conversations. Native English speakers use them all the time, so you should become more familiar with them. So a verb plus a little word is a phrasal verb, and they can have more than one meaning. But what's the best way to learn phrasal verbs? Let's go. So just a quick tip before we begin. Don't try to translate phrasal verbs word for word. Instead, remember their meanings and how they're used in a sentence. That's the best way to learn these phrasal verbs. So don't just remember a list of phrasal verbs and their meanings. You need the context. So let's jump over to my other screen, and I do have a free PDF so you can follow along. I will link you to my Gumroad store. Let's go. Okay, so here we have the 20 phrasal verbs. Remember, I give you some extra practice and space to write your own sentences with the PDF. So let's look at the first one. Wake plus up. Stop sleeping. I wake up at 6 every day. Remember, if that small little word is incorrect, it completely changes the meaning. So it's wake up. It's not wake out or wake in or wake down. It has to be wake up. But let's look at some others. Turn on. Start a machine or light. Please turn on the TV. Turn off, to stop a machine or light. Don't forget to turn off the lights. Sometimes I hear students say, shut the lights, but we like to say turn off the lights. That's more appropriate. Or, shut down the lights. We don't really use that if it's like household lights, so turn off is better. Look for, try to find something. I'm looking for my keys. Give up is to stop trying. Don't give up. Keep practicing. All right? Don't give up improving your English. Keep practicing. Number 6, pick up. To collect something or someone. So it could be used for a thing or a person. So can you pick me up at the airport? Just remember, sometimes phrasal verbs can be split up or separated, and sometimes it cannot. So in this case, pick and up can be separated, and then we will put the pronoun in the middle between the two. Put on, wear something. Put on your jacket, it's cold. Take off, remove something. He took off his shoes at the door. I've had students say take away instead of off. But with clothing, it's take off, it's not take away. Take away is a phrasal verb, but it's not used when we talk about removing clothing. Find out, discover, or learn something. I found out the answer online. Get along with. We can use the with. Sometimes we don't need it. So the example, so it's have a good relationship. Good relationship. In the example, we don't need the with. They get along really well. But you can also say they get along with my brother, something like that. Okay, let's go to a few more. Let's go to 11. Run out of. Have no more of something. We ran out of milk. It's almost like out of stock. Sometimes you'll hear out of stock. It's the same thing. Run out. But we need the of sometimes. Come in is to enter. Right? Please come in and have a seat. Go out. Leave home for an activity. We're going out for dinner tonight. Check in. You might be familiar with check in when we refer to a hotel, for example, or airport. Registered a hotel or airport. We checked in at 3 p.m. 15 is check out. Leave and pay at a hotel. We need to check out before noon. Hang out. Spend time relaxing. We're hanging out at the mall. You could see with number 16, of course, phrasal verbs, we can change the actual verb tense because it is a verb. So in this case, hang is the verb. So we would like to talk about something that's continuous. They're hanging out at the mall. Call back, return a call. I'll call you back later. Okay, guys, we're almost to 20. Let me just move it down here. 3 more. 18, take care of. Look after something or someone. Can you take care of the dog? 19, fill out, complete a form. Please fill out this application. Sometimes we might hear fill in. So, there might be some boxes, for example, on an application form or something like that. And you have to put in your information. So sometimes you might say fill in. That's okay too. 20 is break down, stop working. So it can refer to a machine or a car. My car broke down on the way. So again, here you are allowed to change the tense of the verb, but that's the only thing you can change. You can't change that small little word that goes with it. So it's always break down and it's to stop working. We use it more for machines. Sometimes we use it for like our bodies. Like my body's just breaking down. Like if you're getting old and you have all these health issues, serious health issues, you might hear someone say, oh, my body's just breaking down. But often breakdown does refer to machines or cars. So that is 20 phrasal verbs. So you should know every single one of them. Any native will know them, so you should know them too. Again, if you want the worksheet for extra practice, please click the link in the description. Remember to leave a comment. If you want to put your own example sentence, I'll go ahead and check it for you. You can put it in the comment section. See you in the next video.